I'm Carla Lauder. I'm an author. I wrote the YA fantasy series called The Quelling. The first book in that series is also called The Quelling. It's about a young girl, Kita, whose world is in the throes of a long-standing alien invasion. She's left in the care of her inattentive stepfather, and she starts to suspect that he had something to do with her mother's disappearance. The Quelling was actually inspired by book 2, which I wrote first, surprisingly. So book 2 is about a girl who gets adopted by an alien race, and she can't quite figure out what their intentions are. So when I wrote that book, I thought I really need to go back and delve a lot deeper into the triggers and the drivers for the actions that this alien race were taking. And I thought that exploration would provide me with some fodder for a prequel that I could give to my readers as a bonus. But it turned out that the book took on a life of its own, and I really enjoyed the exploration and the explanations that came out of crafting that novel. So I grew up on a diet of Hunger Games and Divergent. So Kita is a tough cookie. But I also wanted to expose her humanity. And in The Quelling, she makes a terrible and tragic mistake. And really the book is about her ability to overcome that and how she deals with that and how eventually that experience makes her a stronger person. Really, there's so many things that I love about writing, but I think most of all, I really like to have some other place to go. So the best thing about writing, I think, is to create another universe that, if life is just a bit chaotic and stressful, you've got somewhere else that you can just slip away into and be somewhere else for a while. I think the best advice I could give is to learn to plot. I think that structure is paramount when writing a novel. And the writing is also paramount. You don't want to be cliched and you want to have a fantastic writing style, but ultimately, if you don't have a plot, then you don't have the driver that's going to take you to the resolution. So the way that I do that is that I have an Excel template and I write a plan or a plot plan, which is broken out into 60 scenes. And what that means for me is that I don't suffer from writer's block because I always know what's the scene that's coming next, and I always know where I'm going. And ultimately, what that means to you as somebody who wants to write a book is that you can deliver your book faster. You don't spend too much time just writing reams of prose that you end up not including in your book because they weren't integral to the story. So The Quelling will release on the 16th of January, and it's going to be available at all of the online booksellers like Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Kobo, and Apple. And you can also order it at any bookstore. So pick yourself up a copy, and if you like it, I'd be very grateful if you left me a review. Thank you.